right, we'll go ahead and I will call the meeting to order. This is the City of Twinsburg Architectural Review Board on November 3rd. It is 6 p.m. We'll start with the roll call of all members.
Mrs. Fraser?
Here.
Mr. Gillen?
Here.
Mr. Markovitz?
Here.
Mr. Midlick?
Here.
Okay. We have 3 cases on the agenda tonight. Is there anyone who'd like to speak to the board who does not have a case number? Then we can start with the first case. That is case 22-1159, which is at 11484 Ravenna Road. It's a residential addition.
In fact, there's one of the police officers that lives within reasonable distance of there. And I'm sure if John was home, he would have responded. Yeah.
Okay, so we received a set of plans and photographs of your existing home,
Yes, ma'am.
and you want to describe your project?
The project we're looking at is to add about 800 square feet onto the rear of our residence. That would include a master bedroom, kitchen, and laundry room, and then an attached garage off to the rear, south rear part of the house, so. I don't know if you have all the plans there, if you've looked at them, nothing's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most of it, all of the addition is coming off of the back of the house. We own 3 acres on Ravenna Road here, so we're just looking to expand so that our kids have their own rooms, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is your house now?
1,200 square feet,
Yeah, good.
What's
Good
that?
addition, yeah.
yeah.
Are you having lights next to the garage door, left and right of the garage door? Or I don't think
Yeah.
there's a soffit.
Probably, if I don't have them next to the garage door, I'll have a floodlight above the garage door. So when you pull into the garage or pull into the driveway, that's how I have it now. I have lights all over my house,
Okay.
so safety.
And then there's a little porch that would get lit by the floodlight if you did a floodlight.
Absolutely, yeah, there would be a light exactly right over top of that front door or side.
Yeah, otherwise you could put one in the ceiling.
Yeah, I think we definitely have one by the front door or that new entryway there.
Otherwise, you have windows on all sides. I like that the garage sets back from the front of the house so that the original house can still maintain its character.
Okay.
Yeah, the roof lines tie in with the existing. It's shorter than the existing house, so it feels secondary, and I think that it's a nice addition. Anyone, other comments?
Yeah, it's a good print.
Yeah. The only thing I might recommend is that your 2 sliding glass doors in the back,
Correct.
that you put the first step and make it like 3 feet out so you're not standing on the steps trying to open the door coming in.
Okay.
Oh, yes,
We would require a landing outside the door.
a 3-foot landing
Correct.
outside the
In the
door.
direction of travel, correct.
I thought that was a
Yep.
requirement, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve it as submitted.
I'll second.
Mr. Pastorius, can you call the vote?
Mr. Midlick?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mrs. Fraser?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, all right, take care. You doing the work yourself?
I am in
What part, where do you live at down,
So you know where Adam's old farmhouse is? So do you know, I live 10 houses from the drive-through. on the
Okay, all right, yeah.
West side of the street, it's a small gray
Yeah.
house.
Just curious, yeah,
The big farmhouse that sits on the road there, I live, if you're looking at that, I live to the left.
right, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
With the
that's right,
the
okay.
half circle drive
That's
and
what I
a
was trying
lot
to
of
get to, yeah.
plantings.
Yeah, Yeah.
Are you working with the same builders they did?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I thought when I saw where you were. I'm like, I
Yeah.
bet they talk to their neighbors and
yeah, get good
Watched him
trades,
do it,
yeah.
and his came out really good.
it looks nice.
Yeah.
Really great. I mean, I think he's
Yeah.
doing quite
Good.
the size of his own house, so.
Good
Thank you
luck
very
with
much.
it.
Yes.
Sure.
Good night.
Hey, John.
Okay. The second case is case 221160. It is at 6054 Darrow Road, PK Financial Signage.
Good evening, Vince Diano with Blink Signs. We're just proposing your standard front lit channel letter set and then putting their tenant panel on the existing monument, which is non-illuminated. It's just a aluminum panel with a vinyl on it.
And the one that goes on the building?
That is going to be front lit, face lit.
There's a light up in the soffit, or is there one in the ground that shines up on it?
No, the actual sign is internally illuminated. I'm sorry.
Internally
Yeah, I'm
illuminated,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, internally
When you
illuminated.
said face lit, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I thought this would glow.
Yeah,
Okay,
the face of it will glow, not the back wall, like behind it.
I understand,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I think it looks nice. It seems to be placed well on the building. It's a nice size for the building. So I have no other comments on it.
It's nice where it's at, where you know where the entrance is and what unit it belongs to.
And as far as the monument sign goes,
So that's existing, and those are just aluminum panels with vinyl on it. They're non-illuminated. So we're just gonna print their logo in white and then just slap it on a black aluminum panel, screw it in there.
in that D1, it shows red on the drawing we have. It's the only colored thing on the sign. Is it actually red?
No, I think that's white and black, because the only PMS color I have was that navy.
Okay, it shows up red on our print, but it doesn't say that it's red?
Yeah, no, I have the white, the black on the color specs on the side.
Okay.
So it just matches the others that are there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve it as submitted.
I'll second.
John, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, for sure.
Okay, we'll call for a vote.
Mr. Markovitz,
Yes?
Mr. Gillen,
Yes.
Mr. Midlick,
Yes,
Mrs. Frazier.
Yes. Okay, you've been approved.
Thank you so much. So I do have a question. There is a secondary monument sign on the other side. I don't know if you're familiar where the daycare has a bottom portion and there's a top panel that's completely blank right now. If they want to put their logo on that, do we have to go through the ARB again, or could it be
Yes.
administratively approved?
It would have to go through you guys again.
Yeah, you just send
Even
it
if it's the
back
same
in.
logo? Okay.
Right, it'll be quick,
Okay.
and you're likely to be
Yeah,
approved.
it was just a
But-
45-minute drive here. I was like, ah, dang it.
You know, you
But-
can send any representative, it doesn't have to be you.
Yeah, that's why I put the other guy on there, but he was busy. All right,
Okay.
thank you, guys.
Yeah, even the business could be the representative.
Did you call the roll?
Yes.
I'm sorry,
No, it's okay.
I missed that.
Okay, and our third case tonight is case 221161. It is at 2661 Aurora Road, C5 District, roofing and color change.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm Greg Pruitt, Superintendent for Critch Realty. Responsible for overseeing the work done at 2661 Aurora Road. And we're going to put a new roof on and paint the house. Pulled the permit, put the roof on, and spoke with the inspector. He said we had to come in and get it approved. The color that we chose, I don't know if you got our samples in.
Yes.
Have them, yeah.
We have LE gray for the house, extra white for the trim, and then, it doesn't say the name, but it's a dark charcoal black color for the roof.
Yep.
So,
You know, originally we were gonna repair the house and
I
color.
don't have that. Oh, yeah,
Originally we were gonna
do you
repair the
need?
house and color match and paint everything.
oh, got
But
it.
if you require us to change, to match the roof per se, then color is really up to you guys. We're flexible either way.
yeah.
I mean, those colors are not objectionable colors. And then the siding is in decent condition to go
Yes.
ahead and just paint it?
We're gonna make all repairs.
Make the repairs that need to be done?
Yes.
Paint it, the trim, yeah. I think it'll be nice.
Make a nice contrast in colors.
Right. Yeah, the roof, right, they're contrasting, so. I think it's nice.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll move on it to approve it as,
Excuse me, did you pick a color yet for the siding?
well, I thought-
He has LE gray.
Great.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I just wanted to note it. Thank you.
Right, so it's gray siding, black door, white trim,
Mhm.
and a
No, I
dark
haven't.
gray, black color for the roof,
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll need a second on the
I'll
motion.
second.
Who first did I apologize when I was talking when?
Oh, I moved on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
John,
All set?
They're going to vote.
Oh, okay.
okay, I'll call for a vote.
Mr. Midley,
Yes.
Mr. Gillen,
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz,
Yes.
Mrs. Frazier.
Yes. Okay, you're approved.
Thank you.
Could I,
Good evening.
Yeah, good luck.
could I, on this video, could I shake your hand? Yes. I didn't know it was the Greg Pruitt. Thank you for the memories. Oh, okay, well,
Yeah,
please do it.
yeah.
Thank you very
Seen
much.
your dad play at Oklahoma, besides the Browns. Didn't he go to Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah.
He was running back at Oklahoma, and then we drafted him. It was a big deal when we drafted him.
A lot of good memories, great memories.
I'm 39. I'll be 39 in December, so
Where does your dad live?
Shaker Heights.
Shaker Heights, yeah.
So you can get up early in the morning, you can catch them on the Monday.
I thought he lived like for a while. When I was young, he lived somewhere in Parma temporarily, and we'd go and bug him. We were just
No,
kids.
man, still well thought of in this town.
Yeah, oh yeah. Never to be forgotten. Yeah. And we used to go down and see him.
Tearaway jerseys were
Yeah,
outlawed.
that's right.
It was a great Pruitt.
That was, those.
You don't remember that?
I have no idea what
you
you're
were
talking
no-
about.
You weren't even.
I'm his age,
So in the 70s,
before I was born.
Yeah, way before you were born. Yeah. I was born in the 50s.
in my prime, in
Okay.
the 70s, they were almost paper. Running backs wore like
Yeah.
paper jerseys so that you couldn't, if you grabbed them, they just tore away. So guys go through
Oh,
3 or 4 jerseys, but Ray Pruitt was always
Yeah.
ripped, tattered.
Yeah.
You know, they were not paper, but they were not.
right, they were
like-
really thin fabric,
Right.
because they didn't want you to get tackled because of
Yeah.
your
Right.
clothes.
Things were
Of
bulkier.
course, I
then.
wasn't living
Okay.
there.
Shoulder pads were much bigger.
Yeah.
And,
I wasn't a
and,
big
and
Browns
everybody had long sleeves and they were baggy. Now they're skin tight, you know, shoulder pads are a third of the size they
Yeah.
used to be. So running backs used to have, I mean, in college too, they had tearaways. So,
And they were, that was their, part of the original, that was part of the original cardiac, you heard the cardiac kids always thrown around when there's a close game, that was the era.
Okay.
That was like my first
Ryan
experience.
Sight.
What's his dad's name?
Yeah.
Pruitt.
Yes.
Pruitt.
Also a Mike Pruitt, but Greg was the running back.
Yeah, the Pruitt.
The first one and anyway.
Okay.
That was like, I was probably 8 years old back.
You're the only one that wasn't impressed that there was a Pruitt in the room,
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Nope, don't know that name. So, is this his house? He'll
No.
live here?
No,
No,
they
he's
just-
just,
He's the management of it,
His dad
He's
lives
the
in
what?
Shaker.
like the management of for the company that owns the house.
Okay.
That's fixing it.
okay,
rental properties.
right.
Is it rental?
Yeah, it said, I mean, yeah, management companies.
It's like a split level rental, or it was. I don't know what they're planning on doing with it now, but
Okay, we have the minutes to approve from Thursday, October 20th. My only comment was, the one I'm just questioning, is on case 22-1056, in the continued discussion section at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth bullet point down, it said the applicant discussed additional options for painting the bottom band of concrete, which I remember, but then, and extending the lower roof height across the 20-foot side to break this up. I don't remember them offering to extend a roof line. I remember them offering to extend a painted stripe at the height of the roof line, but I don't remember them offering to extend a roof line. I mean, they seemed to be a little bit objectionable to even adding a canopy above a door when we talked about those, so I don't remember that happening. So I don't know if anybody you weren't at that meeting. I don't know if you guys remember that being said.
I remember something of that, yes.
Okay.
I remember him saying about painting.
I definitely remember the stripe at the height of the roof line, but I don't remember them offering to extend a roof around the building. To me, I think that that's a little bit,
Yeah.
I don't know. I question
So
that that
I don't
happened.
think they would have agreed to that as well, because that would have added.
That would add a
considerable amount of
significant cost. I don't think that that happened. So I would recommend that that area be revisited or the minutes be revised to not include that statement or to correct it. I mean, if it's on the recording and I missed it, maybe that happened, but I don't think that happened. So, otherwise, everything else looks okay.
So I would ask Jason to check the tape.
Okay. Can you check the recording at
Yes, I
that
can.
point? Okay. Thank you. So,
And then you can take action at the next meeting once it's confirmed what it was.
Okay.
okay, that sounds good then. All right, so then I'll make the motion to delay the
I'd pass
approval.
over it, I'd just say,
Just pass over it?
we're not, so the minutes, if you don't do anything, the minutes are unapproved. They
Okay.
stay unapproved until you approve them.
Okay,
So you just sit it out there, and next meeting, you'll have 2 sets of minutes. And
everyone's okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, we need a motion to excuse Faraj Sharma. He sent an email, I
I'll
guess.
make the motion to excuse Barrage from missing.
I'll second it.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mr. Midlick?
Yes.
Mrs. Frazier?
Yes. Okay. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to talk about?
Yes, as we were speaking last week about the bin store and the garish-looking cat.
Signage, cat, yes.
I went back to, I think it was my original meeting, and looked at some of the minutes, and I think we kind of gave that, you know, how we had stated that if it's not on the building or on the window, if it's back,
Whether or
They
not
can-
that is a sign.
yes, I don't know if that's something we want to look at.
I think we talked about that as being kind of a gray area, where if somebody leans something up against their window, is it a sign? If it's on the interior and it's lit up so that it reads like a sign, you know, is it a sign?
And
But it's not on the exterior.
I came into the building
Yeah.
department last week. We were addressing the adult toys and smoking paraphernalia that had been sold there, and I went in there, and it's no longer there.
Okay.
But somebody had mentioned that they've got all kinds of stuff taped up on the windows now, and I don't know, they had mentioned that it's, the previous tenant had like duct tape letters on the windows and stuff like that. I don't know what we can do, you know, what's crossing the
what
line.
business are you talking about?
The bin store in the old Mr.
Wonderland Bins.
store.
Okay, thank you.
And,
I'll look at it again, too.
Right, what is considered display versus
Yes.
what is considered signage versus what is considered temporary,
now we're getting more
seasonal?
and more
I mean, if you had an open,
Right.
people have open signs all the time lit on the inside of that glass where they flip the light on or not. We
Yeah.
don't have anything to do with that, so, I mean, I
Okay, I just,
But
think you have a
then,
hard
There's-
time saying that something in the inside is the sign versus, because that building, the owner makes everybody use the same channel letters right above.
Yeah, to an extent.
Okay.
But it's in the, like, facade area above. It's like, almost like they're using it as a mirror, or not a mirror, but I can't think of the word, mural?
Right.
In the background.
but if it's a
so-
logo, if the mural is a logo, we ran into this with one of the gas stations. They wanted to put a bunch of stickers on their glass, you know, applied stickers to the inside of the glass that was logos. And it's
Yeah,
like,
I
well,
believe
that's
if it covers,
signage.
if it's on the glass and it covers more than 30%, then it triggers your guys' review.
Okay,
But I don't know about the mural part of that. I
right,
don't
if it's a
know.
wall right behind the glass,
Correct.
right?
because now they're starting to tape 30%. They're going out of business, but just in the future is to, and when I was in there, they literally have garbage in some of the stuff in the bins. I don't know if that's something that the city, if it's just a buyer beware. Like there was a paper shredder in there. I thought, well, for $5 I'll get it. And I looked at it and it had already been used. It was jammed up and you plugged it in and it doesn't work. So they're literally putting garbage in the bins, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, to keep them from doing what you said, putting up a big psychedelic cat in the window, I don't know where, if that gray area should be
Right.
addressed by the city or us, or,
Now, when a tenant moves out and vacates their property, they remove their signs, correct?
Yeah, they're supposed to, I believe, yes.
But that cat, if it was never approved as a sign, that will stay, potentially, because it's not a sign. There's funny things like that, if they leave, how long will that be like that? Until a new tenant moves in and renovates it?
yeah, I don't know if the city has,
The right to tell them to paint over the cat because you're no longer
yeah.
open?
Yeah, I don't know if it would
But
be
it was never
considered.
approved as a sign.
Most
Yeah.
places, when they close, don't they have to take everything out of the windows anyway? I mean,
But
don't
if
they
that's
usually, a lot of them, they paper up or, you
Yeah,
know, board up in a way so you can't see in the space anyway.
right.
But things that would be on the glass should come off. I don't know if that,
But it's not on the
Yeah,
glass,
any-
it's on the wall behind the glass.
well, then it wouldn't be seen if they,
Yeah.
but, I don't know.
Oh, no,
if
you
there's-
definitely can see it from the outside.
Yeah, no, I mean, now, yeah, but I don't know if there's, I just know from retail, I'm used to, all over the country, so many places where, they've got to take any signage out of the windows that shows, and then most of the places put black paper up or visqueen or some,
Right,
covering in the window so you can't even see inside the space.
right.
I don't know if that's done.
Yeah, and then maybe the
in
management
strip
company will
centers
take
around
care of
here,
it.
but-
It probably went under, so maybe. who knows?
So they're already going out of business?
As, according to their social media posts, yeah, everything's, they're slashing prices and may reopen somewhere, so.
Like all the furniture stores do?
Well, I don't know, maybe.
They close, they have going out of business sales every month almost.
Yeah, they're, the bins are not full with treasures right now, so. But just.
No, yeah, thank you for
gray
bringing
area,
that
I don't know
up.
if that's us or the building
Right.
department.
Yeah, I'll look and see how we can do it. Maybe I can get a hold of the fire department so we can go inside.
And we've also encountered something similar with artwork, whether something is considered art or if it's considered a logo. Kent State was one of the more recent ones where they had their sunburst. And it's like, but if it's being made individually by an artist as a piece of art representative of the college, but then it also looks like a logo, how big can it be? And, in some cases, it's a very nice piece, and we don't mind it being a sign. Dunkin' Donuts came through with their big coffee cup, and we ended up approving it, and then they never put it on the building. But this is one of those cases where I think it's in that realm where it's
Yeah.
crossing the line, where is it between art and signage, logos, so.
Kind of like the dog on the wall.
Right, in some cases, we like it, and it's like the building's improved by this being there, I would keep it. And other times, it looks gaudy and,
Yeah.
yeah. So, okay. Thank you for bringing that
Yeah,
up.
that was
Well, we
just,
can-
avoid it in the
Extended
future
judgments,
if
right.
somebody tries pulling a fast one or.
Right,
But yeah, I don't know if they watched it, but in that meeting, when we approved their original signage, we were mentioning that it was not part of
the sign package.
our, well, that if
Approval.
they did put something, if they put something on the windows, they'd have to get approval, or, I can't, I'd have to look at it again, but technically, if it was off the window and on the back wall in that area, and then suddenly they put something up, so. it
Yeah.
may have
I may have triggered that
May have tipped
by
them off,
questioning
yes.
whether or not, I never said that they don't have to come through. I think I questioned whether or not they needed to.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't have said
just-
you don't come through, because that just gives somebody free reign to put something up. I wouldn't have said that, but I may have questioned, are you planning to put something in that location?
Yeah, I can't remember it
Yeah.
off the top of my head, but it was.
So I own that cat.
I was wondering if, well, I guess we all do, really.
Yeah.
I'll help you if you have to take it down.
If it's not
We'll
painted, maybe
get,
we'll
we'll
get
get
it.
some white
we'll get it
paint
for
and
you.
we'll paint over that cat, yeah, no. All right. I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting if there's no other discussion.
I'll second.
Clock's right now. I adjusted
It is 6:25,
It's,
or 6:26.
I was close. maybe we need new batteries.
Mrs. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mr. Midley?
Yes.